Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Settle Down podcast. This is episode number 9. Today we are sitting down with the fellas and one of Zach's friends, Will. Will, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Zach, you want to give a little... Oh, fuck.
Good to have you, Will. Good to have you, buddy.
Introduce Will to the
Yeah, so Will and I actually met last semester in a couple of our classes for construction, and we've been wanting to hang out outside of our classes just because we do a lot of like quizzes and homework together. Will Waldron, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
Our second guest.
Second? Well, let's not count the first 2 episodes.
Technically, our second guest.
Yeah,
technically.
Officially the second guest.
With our
Coors
name.
Light and the Coors hat, baby.
Oh,
Actually, with the name and logo first guest.
Yes, sir.
True, you're not wrong. Fellas, I feel like we have a lot to recap from this weekend.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Just a bit.
So, Sean, how's your weekend?
I guess we can go into a bit of my... I know last week, if you guys watched, what did I do? I said some pretty embarrassing things to women, and I made myself look like a fool. And I want to say that this week...
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed, but I got 2 Snapchats, so...
Foam footballs, baby.
Also, I'm still undelivered from both of them, so...
Hey, it's the way she goes
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's been,
It's all right.
I think 6 days for one of them. It was a...
Jesus, Sean.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay.
You gotta unadd that girl.
6 days?
That's not even worth
Hey,
waiting at this
boys.
point,
I'm a
dog.
changed
Like,
man in 6 days.
That's a password.
Yeah, but if
point,
he just lets it go and
Maybe
just
she's
doesn't even
watching.
check it, maybe he gets a Snapchat here in the next week or so,
So
and he
when
doesn't even know.
she's
He
gonna
just checks
regret
his
it.
phone and there it is.
When he becomes famous,
Yeah, she's going
you
to
can say that she left Sean Duville on red.
Correct.
Exactly.
On delivery.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was Roddy's bartender. Zach, you were there.
Zach, do you care to give your account of this interaction?
Well, it was-
Dude.
honestly, it was a layup by Grant.
I love you, Grant, but this one was a little bit cringe. So I'm sitting there. These guys are too drunk for a Thursday night, and I'm pretty drunk too. But I'm like watching them, like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like.
Let's recap. They're at Roddy's on a Thursday night.
So here, let's just start from the beginning. We go first to end zone, Sean and I together, and it's just Sean and I. We're playing darts, and a couple of the boys show up with Grant because Grant is visiting. Grant has a couple of his buddies show up, and we're like, okay, like, where do you guys want to go? They're like, let's go to East Side. We go to East Side. It's dead completely. There's no one in there. Literally no one in there. And they're like, dude, like, let's go to Silly. We go to Silly. There's no one in there. Like, let's go to Granny's. There's some good-looking girls there. I'm like, sweet. We go in there. There's 3 people in there. I'm like, never met this person in my life. There's
No girls.
no girls in sight. I'll be nice there. And then we go to Roddy's, and I'm like, okay, finally, some people, right? There's some people here. And we start getting the drinks flowing, and we sit down, and for some reason, these guys are like loving this hitting. So you know that bag thing where you hit for power, and it counts how high you can go?
Yeah.
They are infatuated with this thing. I'm like, dude, what are we doing? Like, we're just punching bags for no reason. So this dude's
Small
like,
dick syndrome kicked in.
this dude is literally just like, dude, like, come and hit the bag, dude. Come and hit the bag. Like, there's no way you get over 800. Grant's loving it. Just goes over and hits it. I'm literally just watching this. I'm like, mind you, they probably spent like a combined $10 there. Like,
I know, but Grant. So I got a 800 and something, and Grant got a 400 something.
Yeah.
That was the most demoralizing thing.
Shout out Grant and them guns.
What are the odds? Like any of? Do you know? Were any of them in a fraternity or anything like that?
No, they were not.
the homies that we were hanging out with?
No.
Like the
no.
ones there punching the bag.
No, God,
they were
no.
not.
Because I was going to say my buddies were there like last week for one of my guys' birthdays, just sitting
No.
there punching the shit out of that fucking bag.
Dude, I don't sound
all
just like
fucking
that
night
shit.
I
long.
don't think so, bro.
And dude, that motherfucker ended up, I see a fucking picture of him the next morning, and his whole face is like split open. And he was like, dude, what the fuck happened? And then
It's like, you should have
I
seen
was
the
like,
other
well,
guy.
apparently
It's
you're
fucking
done.
bag.
Apparently that dumbass just tripped over himself and smacked the bumper of a fucking car and split his face open. Got too hammered. And
Last
just-
Thursday?
Maybe it was last Thursday or sometime last
Weekend
week
or
for one of
something?
yeah, it was something around that time. That's the only reason I asked, and I was like, Bro, I had some dumbass friends punching a punching bag
no,
too.
dude.
And one of them
I
ended
wouldn't
up with a
assume
Beating
busted
up on
face
that-
after that
Sure.
shit.
Beating up on the bag, man.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
funny.
hey, that wasn't the only thing he was beating that fucking night. Like, let me tell you. Like,
That right hand was going to work.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, maybe he's a lefty.
hey, you got a bat switch hitter every once in a while.
yeah, exactly. My favorite's if you sit on your hand.
Little
long
bunt.
enough. Have you guys ever done this?
No, this
If you
is
sit
so
on your hand
down
long
bad.
enough, it falls asleep, and then it feels like it's someone else doing it. You guys haven't done that?
Hey, I
Sean,
know
what
where
the
you
fuck
literally
did you
got
just
that.
say?
You got that off the internet.
You got that
Have you-
Keaton, you down
Have you
bad
ever,
motherfucker.
Have you ever gotten so like fallen asleep on your arm, and when you try to like you flip it over on the side of your bed to like wake it up? Yeah, I fucking cold cocked myself probably 3 times now. Like middle of the night, probably like 1 a.m. and I fucking wham just smacked myself awake, and I was like, "Yep, I don't like this no more, guys. Why would you want to fucking let your hand
Yeah.
fall asleep and smack it off? Like I can't even control it when I'm trying to wake up. Like what you should
Yeah.
fucking try to control it, smacking the hammy.
It's got a mind of its
That's
own.
not a good time right there.
Dude's
Like,
trying to jack his shit. He's just like,
It's just the hand.
It's got the mind of its
He'll
own,
What the
man.
fuck
fucking
are you
beat
doing?
his own fucking face with it.
That's funny.
No, it's
So
just
yeah,
the hand. It's pretty
we're watching these dudes literally just throw haymakers at this thing, trying to get above 930. No one's even getting above 820. Like, what are we doing? I'm just watching these guys mesmerized. And so, I think Sean initially walks up to this girl. He says something to her, and I start.
No, okay, so what happened was, it was a bartender, obviously, and I walked up, and she's calling me babe. I know she's working it for the tips, but I'm just still like,
Into
you don't
it.
have to say that. Like, don't say that
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
That's-
Sean's into that shit.
Don't use that word around me. You
Yeah.
don't make me act up.
Yeah.
yeah, don't. Yeah,
He did.
He acted up.
I acted up. Yeah. No. But yeah, yes, that's when I saw her, and I think I went to Zach, and I was just like, damn, she's bad.
Yeah, so he literally walks over. He's like, dude, she's actually pretty hot. I was like, okay, like,
Classic.
go get her number. So I literally start watching her make drinks. And Jason is with us, Jason Yetzo. He walks up to her. He's like, yeah, watch this, bro. And I was like, oh, boy. And he's pretty drunk at the time. And he, like, walks up, gives her this fucking shit grin smile. And I was like, Jason, one of 2 things is happening right now. She's trying to get you to tip her a little bit more, or you're actually kind of risen it up. So he comes back. He says, yeah, dude, nothing much happened. Like, I just was talking. I'm like, okay, cool. And so then I see Grant walk up to her, and he's like, Sean, follow. And I'm like, what?
Follow
And so,
me.
The man grabbed my shirt and pulled me into the bar.
yeah, so then Sean's like watching these dudes like punch the bag. He grabs Sean, pulls him in the bar. He's like, hey, can I get so-and-so, whatever drink he ordered? And he's like, hey, Sean, would you like anything?
It put me on the spot. I was like,
And Sean's like,
I was like, your Snapchat, and she's like, sure, and then didn't proceed to respond back to me. So
She gets that shit all the time.
know,
I guarantee it.
Oh, 100%.
yeah, but I'm different.
and then,
Yeah.
then we see her on
Give
Hinge.
my man a
Built
chance.
different.
Let him cook.
Let him
And so
cook.
then yesterday, just randomly, we see her on Hinge, and I was like, dude, Sean, isn't this the girl from Roddy's? And he's like, dude, yeah, that is her. And then he's like, wait, I haven't really gotten a Snapchat back from her. So he looks at the phone, and it says, left undelivered, like a day and a half, or like 2 days at
here.
that point. I was
Yeah.
like, jeez.
Probably at that point, yeah, 2 days.
And that was a couple days ago. So I was
Right
like,
now
oh,
it's at-
God.
Hey, just wait for a rainy day, man. It's coming.
Which one?
Someday.
Which one's the one?
Send her
you
your
go-
resume.
Which the bar that you go downstairs?
LinkedIn invite.
Roddy's.
And at Roddy's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only bar I've been into in Boise.
Yeah, makes sense.
I was absolutely trashed. I started saying the most heinous shit just to one of the guys there. And there was one of the girls there. I just know she doesn't go to BSU or anything like that. She just lives out here in Idaho. She's got OnlyFans and shit. I'm like, I'm going to get that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get that shit for
You
sure.
my type.
Yeah, I was like, hey, that might be an option right there.
She's like, do you want anything else? You're like, what's your OnlyFans?
Yeah. I was thinking that at first, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, this motherfucker. I'm sitting there. I just ordered another beer. Got a beer for my buddy for the Uber ride, and all of a sudden, I know like I can kind of sense somebody walking up behind me, and I hear felt something fucking warm on the back of my fucking like
No
lower
way.
back and like sweater and shit. And I was like, oh fuck. And then he just like walked past me, going like this, straight to the bathroom. And I was like, damn. Well, I know what this means. I went over to the fucking like security guard or whatever. I was like, hey, did somebody throw up on me? And he's like, looked back there and was like, no, I don't see anything. And I was like, well, bitch, I feel something warm. Like, you might want to double check that shit.
Yeah.
Pulls out his flashlight. Was like, oh, yeah, somebody did throw up on you. Where'd that guy go? And I was like, in the fucking bathroom, you twat. You got like a fucking bag I can put this sweater in or something? Like this motherfucker. Yeah, you
Twat
fucking
blue
twat
waffle.
waffle, bro. Like fucking head ass at like motherfucker over here. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll go grab him real quick. And I was like, thanks, man. Started talking to the guys. I was like, you got an extra like sweater or shirt I can have or like
Something.
fucking like a bag I can use? He's like, we got a 40-gallon trash bag. And I was like,
Sold.
well, fucking give me that shit then. That's fine to me.
Yeah.
Threw that shit in the bag. I had to carry that bitch around the rest of the night. It was just fucking carrying a 40-gallon bag full.
You were
with a
fucking
sweater.
Santa.
Just fucking swinging
You were
around. like
fucking Santa.
I was Santa Claus in that
People
bitch,
gotta
bro.
sit on your lap, man.
Yeah, 100%. They more than welcome. More than welcome. Like, anyone's free.
Men and women.
Hey, dial it back there. Dial it back there. All right? Women preferably. 100%. We know what's up.
Jesus. Cody, what was your weekend like, and what was your perspective of the weekend? I'm kind of curious because we kind of spent it together a little bit
We did.
until I left.
I mean that's the probably the second or third time I've been downtown in quite some time. I haven't really been going, but I was just like, all right, we're gonna get a little crunk.
We're going to get a little frisky.
The drinks start flowing, boys. Like I start dancing, you know.
Shocker.
I do. And then, shit, man, we got to Roddy's and don't remember much. Started drinking. I was like, all right, boys, round them up. Left. We were drunk. We whipped out the little portable mic, try to interview some people. Most of the time, people weren't even paying attention. One dude gave us a nice little interview. I was a little nervous about this one because I didn't think.
We'll get it on there.
Yeah,
We'll explain it, but
and then got into a little motorcycle.
You'll see. We have the videos.
Little delivery present.
You want to? Yeah, you want
all
that?
right. So we're gonna show. We've been teasing it on our Instagram for quite some time. Not quite some time, but give more explanation to.
So basically, we got our Audis and we're just like, you know what? Let's get the portable mic and the iPhone out. So we tried to interview a few people, and most people were just kind of. It was like 2 a.m. So
Yeah.
and then one dude was sitting outside of what was it?
No. Explain the. So after the whole interview thing, because you can explain it once we play it. But after the interview, we were walking through Julia Davis Park.
Oh yeah.
And we saw a fine gentleman there.
Oh yeah. We'll explain that.
who
Oh my god, dude, that shit was so funny. NPC, straight up.
So what we
Straight
did,
up
we
goof.
walked up, and I think
I remember we were walking through Julia Davis, and we could just hear this dude shouting at the top of his lungs. And I was like, okay, like, what's going on? So we see this dude, and like, he's like probably like 150 yards away from us, just like by the river, and he's like just shouting. And we start shouting, and we start barking at him and stuff, and like
naturally.
and
Naturally.
you know, all that stuff. And he's like, and then he like gives us a wave. He's like, and I was like, oh, we're safe, we're good.
Yeah.
So we approach, and
We approach.
we press X, you know, to
Yeah, interact.
Interact.
Yeah.
and dude, he just starts talking nonsense, man. We start getting up on this near the Friendship Bridge that just kind of like separates Julia Davis Park and the campus, and like he literally like turns and he's like, yeah, I don't think I can take. Like he like starts pointing at all of us, and he's like, I don't think I could take either one of you, but you for sure, and points at Sean.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
No, he literally looked at me, and I looked at him, and I was like,
Yeah.
I will push you over the bridge.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Bag. And I was like, because you guys were talking about homeless people.
you were calling him homeless.
Yeah,
or
I think
something
so.
like that.
Probably was.
Guy took it
He was
completely wrong.
homeless for
and
sure.
then I started saying, I was just like, yeah, one time a homeless guy threw me off this bridge, and I was dead ass about it.
Friendship Bridge.
He believed me, dude. He's like, no, he did not. And I was just like, oh yeah, he tossed me, man. We got in a little scuffle, and there's a little deep spot right down there, man. I was fine. I just had to swim.
And the girls watch that. Yaz is good with the fingers. Yeah.
All right, excuse me, man. How's it going? Here you go. Do you know anything about hockey?
No, I didn't see anybody.
Let's go. Oh, let's walk this way to Pile. I'm hungry. No, Pile that way. Downtown Pile? My hole's not that way, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, fuck. How's it going, man?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm pretty good. I got a question for you. Do you know anything about hockey?
Man, I'm from Michigan, but I don't know a damn thing about hockey.
Shit, you got a favorite team?
Yeah, fucking Red Wings.
Hey, Red Wings, man. Little Caesars Palace. Best place in the world to play hockey.
Pee Wee hockey used to come through, and all the hockey players would fucking sign the kids' stuff, so it was really cool.
Really cool. Hey, thank you,
Did
man.
you
I
ask
appreciate
him
it.
if we could
Okay,
have
the
his
police
face on video?
officers are...
That guy, yeah, I think I asked after. I don't remember.
We don't have to.
We don't?
It's a
It's
It's a
not-
one-party state.
People... What?
It's a one-party state where that means you don't need both parties to consent to being videoed.
Well, that's,
You only need
that's
one.
most states. Dude, it's it's public
Oh.
property. Like, they can't do anything.
That's true. That makes
They
sense.
can't sue. They can't do anything.
Yeah, well,
You're allowed to literally post anything you want. Like,
There was one guy in this that we asked, and he said
Yeah.
no. Which,
Yeah.
like, I
which
would.
was
That makes
That's
sense.
respect.
Yeah.
That's respect.
I mean,
Yeah.
you should ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
It's
I was a little
respectful to do
hesitant
it.
You should,
with
but-
I was a little hesitant with the mic too. I was just like, well, I don't know if this guy like wants to be like.
Some
he
people
was
just
cool
don't want
about
it
Yeah.
in their face.
Yeah.
It seemed like it picked up the audio on that interview a lot better
this
than I
guy?
thought it was.
No,
Well,
go past.
Yeah, go. This guy, right?
Right.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, we're like, okay, the police officers are with us.
The hiccups.
How's it going, man? Okay. Oh no. Here we go.
This is the best part.
We're gonna see what's in the box. Bag. Box. Bag. Bull. Look how I look around. Hella mischievous. Holy shit, it's pizza. Should I?
Dude, this pizza looks foul.
It looks so gross.
You're so proud of it, too.
Dude, it looks like quiche.
Let's go.
I was sketched. I thought.
Wait. Look at this big ass mohawk. Hairy ass motherfucker. So, we got a little drunk. Little pregame. Little pregame at the boys' house.
Shout out Garrett.
We gotta go see Abe Lincoln, cause we gotta dap him up. Chip, good cookie place. Abe Lincoln, here we come. I'm coming.
That's funny.
So we're gonna. That's called Cody in the Wild right there. It'll be in our
Cody
YouTube
in
channel.
the wild. That's
Actually, in 30 minutes.
Shout out that guy, man.
Oh,
Wherever he is.
shit. If you're listening to us on Spotify, you can find and watch that video. But yeah, that was.
It was an eventful weekend. I woke up pretty. Every time I wake up, like after a night, I literally drink probably, oh my god, 10 or 11 cups of water. Like I'll wake up at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I'll go out, drink like 3 or 4 cups, try to go back to bed. But I can never sleep after drinking. So, dude, I'm like just hydrating, and I'm like, oh my goodness, man.
Have you tried a protein shake?
A little protein shake?
Bro,
in the
I'm
morning,
telling
dude?
you,
In the
like
morning?
a protein shake hangover cure. Fire.
Really?
Really?
Dude, it's fucking incredible.
All right,
Yeah, because like when I'm
The
thinking
boys
about
might
how
have
much,
to
like
rip that this
vitamins
weekend.
and like nutrients
Yeah.
and shit is in that
What
shit.
about like the
Especially
liquid
if
type? Like, is it like a specific
Liquid
flavor?
IV is just like a shitload of sugar. Like it's actually, from what I've heard, it doesn't actually do that much for
Yeah.
you to like help you. But like if you do like a protein shake, and especially if you do ones with like a little bit of creatine in there, so that way it actually retains all that water that
Yeah.
you start sipping on throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Way better for you. Like
How's,
the
like,
hangover is
Do you have
way
a specific
nicer.
flavor you go to? Because like, does the
I would just
texture
do
or flavor,
vanilla.
like,
I just do vanilla.
Yeah,
like
just
I'm
keep it
not a big
simple.
chocolate guy, so like I
Yeah,
just
that's
do vanilla
fair.
shit.
nice
so.
and simple. Yep.
Fire take.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Heard it here first.
Will, do you have any cool things that happened to you this weekend? Nothing crazy.
Nah, nothing too wild.
Yeah.
Went to Old Dominion. That was pretty badass. That was a
yeah.
good ass time. And then Saturday we just made shit. Dude, I love cooking, so we just made a shitload of food at the house and we were just balling out.
Rubbing.
Oh yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah,
What'd you
grubbing
make?
out, drinking, fucking having a good time with my roommate and his girlfriend. Just
Are you
vibing,
comfortable with
so-
saying the roommate story?
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
100%. So we'll see how this one goes. So, so I ended up having somebody over the other night, and I don't remember whether it was before or after we were hanging out and doing stuff. And but all I remember is that 2 in the morning, I hear a fucking pounding on my door, like aggressively. No names were spoken. No one said, hey, it's so-and-so or nothing. Just a pounding at 2 in the morning on a Friday night. I don't know about you guys. First thing I did was I got up and grabbed my fucking gun and chambered that bitch and was ready to go. I fucking was like, this motherfucker is not getting into my house. Like, no chance. And I go to, like, open the door. It's my roommate, blacked out drunk. Just, hey, can I come into the house? Like, am I fine? Yeah, dude, just go to bed. Like, that's fine. Yeah, you're like, just get the fuck out of here, dog. Like, and he just he walks in. He's like, he realizes I have the gun, sees that I have somebody hanging out with me, and was just like, yeah, dude, I heard you chamber that thing outside. Like, I good? I was like, yeah, dog, just go to bed. Like, I don't give a fuck. Just get the fuck out of here at this point. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Like, he comes. I forgot about that shit the next morning. I'm just laying there on the couch, and he just says, hey, man, I am so sorry for last night. And I was like, oh, you mean when I almost shot you in the fucking head? Yeah. I mean, I'd hope you'd be a little sorry about it. At least say, hey, it's so-and-so next time, instead of just pounding on my door like you're trying to break into that shit. Yeah. All right? I ain't got much, but I do got, like, a little bit of cash I'm trying to hide away, all right? I don't need your ass stealing it. All right? I'm already broke. I don't need to be less than broke, all right? Like Seattle people out there for some shit like that. You know?
Shit, throwing shade on Seattle.
Shout out Seattle, dude.
Shout out Seattle people, bro. Like,
funny. Hey, they got them Seahawks, man.
Bro, hey, that's about it. That's about all they got out there. Like, actually, it's funny because he's from Seattle. Like, well, dude, I was here in my safety class, literally on Monday. One of the guys was talking, like, we were talking about wearing like PPE, personal protective equipment, and shit like that. And they were talking about like you can smell it in, taste it in, like whatever, like on your skin. And one of them was like injection. And he was like, yeah, man. When I was in Seattle, they had to lock our porta potties because the fucking crackheads would sit in the porta potties and wait to stab you with their needles when like people would go to the job site in the morning. Jesus. So now every time I'll make the joke, Seattle people, hey, no offense, but
porta potty and shove it
a little bit of offense, dog. I just need to make sure I give a few bangs on the porta potty. If I hear a noise, I ain't going in. Yeah. If you hear a scream when that shit tips over, you know you ain't going into that shit now. Like, I'm just.
San Francisco
is full of those come out firing though.
San Francisco the same way, bro. It's fucking trash,
dude. There'll be some dudes roller skating naked, like, whee! Yeah, I'm like, dude.
One time, dude.
Go put on some fucking clothes, maybe a bag or something. Just cover that up. Jesus.
San Francisco, man, I'm telling you, it's entertaining though. Like you're entertained 24/7. Like you can just people watch all fucking day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's ridiculous.
Speaking of people watching, I was watching you the whole weekend. I felt like.
Nice. Anything out of the ordinary?
No.
Oh, dude, you remember that book that
Sean took?
Borrowed?
Took. I stole it from.
He stole
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I had some,
you were giving
pieces
it
from
for free.
it. Like I ripped some papers out of it and I folded it and put it in the back of my jeans. And I got home and I took off my jeans. I was like, dude, what's in my pocket? I pulled it out. I was like, shit, a bunch of measurements. Hung it up on the fridge.
Dude, it was
your brain was fucking spinning looking at me.
Dude, I was just like,
anything numbers, you're like,
yee. It was a user manual for GMC Safari.
Yeah.
That was in Granny. It was in Granny.
So it's funny because I also went.
Yeah, it was in the bookshelf of Granny's.
I also went to the Old Dominion concert, which was super fun.
It was a good ass time.
I met up with these guys downtown, and Sean texts me in all caps, "Come to Granny's right now." I'm like, immediately, not drunk enough for this group. So we get there outside Granny's, and Sean is like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, Sean, how are you?" And he's like, "I'm great." And he just fucking hands me the book. I'm like, "We're already on this level. Like, we're already
starting off good,
stealing shit." Yeah. And so then he's like, "We're going to Hannah's." So we fucking mobbed to Hannah's. Do we want to hit up?
I'm trying to think of something else that funny happened over the weekend.
Right. I do have the recording.
Yeah.
What recording?
The interview.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to tell the story of the girl in. Do you even remember?
Yeah. See, I was about to say something happened.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. That's where I was getting to, and I forgot about it.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened was, we were all dancing like in Roddy's. We're all having a good time. And this girl comes up to Cody, well, all of us, and starts like dancing with us, and then gives him the pansiest but also most disrespectful slap in the face. And
I don't know why it was
What did
warranted.
she say to you?
I don't remember. I will say this.
Were you
I
chirping?
saw her before this happened in the line. She was outside the men's bathroom, and she's like, "Hey, can you tell what's his face? You know, I'm outside." And I was like, "Sure, I got you." I walk in, I start taking the piss, and I just say, "Hey," you know, I just say the name out loud, and this dude is at the end of the urinals, and he's like, "Fuck." No, it's you. And he's like, "Yeah, don't tell her I'm in here, okay?" I was like, "Oh, I got you, dude." So I walk out, and I go right up to her. I was just like, "Yep, couldn't find him." And then I said, "By the way, I'm 6'4", and she's like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "Nah, that's what you think." And then we got on the dance floor, and she like comes up to us, and
that's why she slapped you, dumbass.
yeah, because you were lying.
You found him.
He was trying to be a boy though. Like he was trying to help that guy out.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, I don't think she like. Well, she came up to me. She said something, and then got a hand. To the face.
No, definitely got
And
a
yeah.
hand really quick.
That
She
makes
started like trying to grind on all of us, like all at the same time, and try to get her friends involved at the same time.
Diego, so basically.
Yeah, and
basically
I'm just like,
So what do we?
what
what
the
do
fuck
we-
is happening?
yeah.
And then
Then
Sean,
Sean's trying to get a foursome.
basically,
What? What happened?
the pause.
Well, technically.
I need to give a little clarification on
Yeah.
what happened. Dude.
You guys are jumping to conclusions. How many calories you burn on that? Jeez.
Jump the gun.
No, so so I saw that happen, and then I don't really remember. I was liquored up, and I was just like, yeah, sure. And I'm like talking to her.
Doesn't she pull you away?
She did.
She did later.
Yeah.
But I was like, why you slapped my friend? Like, say you're sorry.
Yeah, he's like, I remember this so vividly because like I was watching from afar and
Say
one
you're
of the
sorry
only
and I'll
things
have
I do
sex
remember
with you.
from that night, and he's like, "Hey," he's like facing her, and he's like, "You say sorry to my friend." She's like, I didn't even slap that hard. She's like, "Yeah," and so I
So
was
she
like,
did it again.
she slapped me again.
Yeah, she was like, I did it like this, and then did it, and I was like,
Slap like a
dude.
bitch.
You did say
Yeah,
that.
The audio. She did. I mean,
You
like,
gotta play the
she didn't
audio.
Slap hard, did she?
So around this
Yaya said it's.
I love how he
she
doesn't
slapped
even
me
remember.
hard.
He's like, I don't even fucking know, dude. I just got
around
slapped
this
by us.
time, I got the great idea. I was like, we need a fucking interview. So I whip out my phone, and I'm in the middle of Roddy's, and this is what I capture.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Or no.
Sean is trying to get a foursome. Sean is trying to get laid by 3 girls.
Dude, if you
Sean is so horny. Wild Sean. Let him go. We have a wild Sean in his natural habitat. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. He's so horny, bro. Hold on. Just let him.
Just let him.
Let's go over there with Wyatt. Follow me. We're on the move. Sean, hey, you gotta give us a recap of what just happened. No! Fuck you!
Come again?
Yeah.
Trying to give us an interview.
So-
No!
Fuck you. Were you
So-
saying fuck you to us? Or
Yeah.
to
No,
the
that
girl?
was him. You said that.
No, you definitely
you
said
did.
that.
Voice.
Chip.
No, that was your voice.
Play it again. That was Yaya's voice. That was Yaya's fuck you. He said, give me an interview. I said no.
No! Fuck you!
That's him.
Oh, it is.
I did say that.
Damn, I thought it was you saying it
guys
to the
were
girl.
You guys were texting about that. You were like, Sean, why'd you? I was like, no, that was him. He said,
Wait,
fuck
so
you.
what ended up happening?
With the girl?
Yeah.
Okay, so she pulled me. She like grabbed my hand and pulled me, and I'm like, here we go. And then we're
This
going.
happens to me all the time.
Yeah, fucking 4th time tonight. We go over there, and
She
she
just
was
can't
like,
get enough.
she was like, do you like my friend? And I was like, no. And I was like, I thought you liked me. You holding my hand right now. And then she just like kept asking if I liked her friend, so I just walked away. And that's when you guys saw me.
Oh, she really did want to have a threesome.
That's when you literally should have said, I like your friend and I like you, so why don't we both, like, kind of get things moving
No,
along
I don't know
here
if the
at this
friend
point.
was
My brain, yeah,
our type.
no,
Say that.
none of them, but
Well, none of them. Why were you holding the hand of the first one?
Dude,
That's a true question.
After
right
that
there.
shit, though,
I got my hand held.
we tried to move, and then she met us at the top. I don't know if you were there, and she met us at the top of like in between the stripper poles, and she started dancing on me, and I was like, I look at Garrett, and I'm like, help me. I was like, so he fucking grabs me and slides me all the way, and he's like, Yas, you can't be that horny. I'm like, dude, this time it was not me.
This was not a Tennessee moment.
This is not a Tennessee moment. Yeah, I was like, I have been here before.
The sun is down. The sun is down.
Okay, now we got to give Will an explanation of Tennessee, why that was funny.
Oh, boy.
Because, so, basically this man.
Not this again.
We're in Nashville last summer. And
I am freshly 21.
Freshly 21. And
Freshly 21 and horny.
Yeah. Never a good mix.
What a great combo.
Yeah.
What a great fucking combo.
So
he's
should I give the hotel pre-games? Pre-speech.
Yeah.
So we were in the hotel in Nashville, and we got these makeshift coolers going on in the sink. We're getting drunk, dude. I'm drinking the shittiest beer I've ever put my lips on. You remember that shit beer?
You
I
were
bought?
gassing that
gassing
shit
it?
up.
Was
dude.
it
I was lying.
Yeah.
It was
Rolling
so
Rock?
bad because I
What
was
was
like,
it? No,
it was
Rolling Rock.
It was actually the
It's
first
the oldest
beer.
lager ever made.
Oh, dude, that shit was ass. And it had like the American flag on it or something like that. He's like, dude, it's Patriot. It's a Patriot thing. I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
No, dude, it was like
Drink a Coors
it's
Light.
Like Yas said, it was the oldest
Coors
lager ever made in the United States.
looked
I was like,
foul.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It tasted old.
It's probably been on the shelf since when it was
But I
made.
I pushed through.
dude, it's
But Yaya
patriotic, dude. It's patriotic.
Yaya
I'm like,
came
it
out-
tastes like ass. I don't give a fuck if George Washington made this shit.
You know, we drank it. We drank it. But Ya comes out, man. We're feeling good. We're drinking. Ya's like, hey, boys, gather around.
Dude.
You know, he's like, we're going to be talking to the 10s tonight. The baddies. We're going to get it, boys. Let's go. I was just like,
Do we
dude,
actually have this pregame?
No, like,
We
I was
did.
just
I don't
like, dude,
remember
this
this.
is
That's awesome.
I was like, this is
I don't even know if we
motivating.
had it.
I was just like, shit, all right.
were-
Like,
we-
I'm on board.
We usually did a speech before, whether it was it wasn't usually that cringe.
You were the
but
one dude on the
It was
on the roof from Hangover.
Yeah.
Like, we will cut each other tonight.
yeah.
Blood brothers, and then he's just sitting there like sucking on. He's like,
We're just bleeding Jason Aldean like, hi.
no,
How are ya?
what kills
Part
me
of
is
the
when he
wolf
pulls out
pack
the
right
whole
there.
ass
The wolf
fucking
pack.
note. It's like, before I met you guys, I didn't have much friends.
Before I turned 21, I was not influenced to drink.
So,
And now I'm making out with 6.5 at 6:30 p.m.
well, yeah,
Continue
basically
the
the
story.
sun wasn't up, and we left. The sun was up. It was going down,
wasn't.
but it was
No.
up.
It wasn't. No. It was dark out. I think.
It was
Sean,
getting dark.
I'm going to tell you
dim.
right now, the sun was out.
Sun was a little up. I think it was sunset. Sunset.
Yeah, it was dark
But
when
like
we were
the
eating.
sun was.
Or not dark, but
It was dusk.
It was
No.
dusk. Let's say that.
It was
yeah.
dusk.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a few
That's when the
lucky
players
ladies
come out.
at the bar for and one thing led to another, and
Someone had to get the fucking party
he's
started.
He's swinging them around, and
Yep.
well, he turns back to us. He's like, "Boys, it's not my proudest moment." I was like, you know what? I got to give it to you. Let's go get a drink, bud.
Yeah, no, you guys
so-
left for the bathroom, and then
No.
she started.
Yeah.
I was talking to her friend that was married.
That was the same chick?
No, it was the one that you were dancing with was a friend. She was standing by herself. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna.
At this point, I'm literally looking around the bar and I'm like, oh my God, like, look at those girls over there. It's like a group of 4 or 5
I'm gonna do
really
my-
good looking girls. And I turn back around, I'm like,
Dude,
where did Yaya go? All of a sudden, I see him just
no,
Dancing with a
start
He
sucking
dipped.
face. I'm like, oh shit. So that's what we're doing.
he spun her. He dipped her, and didn't you kiss her on the dip too?
I did.
Yeah.
That's the slide move right there. That's the way to do it.
He
right
did
there.
make out with a 10 because he made out with 2 5s. So
Sometimes
There you
you gotta add them up, bro. You gotta add them up
But,
every once in
like,
a
My
while.
math is mathing right
her
now.
Yeah,
friend was
dude.
fucking married, and she's just
Write
standing
that
by
down.
herself.
Write that down.
I was gonna come in with my awkward riz because I wasn't yet really drunk yet. So
But
I
then
walked up to her. I
this-
was like, "So how you doing?" She's like, "I'm married." I was like,
The second of the 5s, it was her birthday, and we were up on the stage. I was with you. All this shit started because
oh
of you.
yeah.
Do you remember that shit?
Yeah, there was actually. Yeah, remember? Do you remember me telling you there was like that girl that was there that was like insanely like she was just. It was one of those girls that you see and you're just like,
Dumbfounded for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
"Are we all talking?"
She was up there on the stage. I don't think you were there for that yet.
Are we talking about?
Was
the
she in a
girl
dress?
No, not that.
That was the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen in my life.
Respectfully.
Respectfully,
I'll
like
tell that
honestly,
story after
like
this,
it
dude.
was honestly insane.
What?
I'll tell the story
Saw
after
the,
this.
the baddest woman I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we were up on
Anyways,
stage. I started making out with her, and then I like pull back. Literally everyone in the fucking
No, I was
circle
there. I was
had
there.
their phones and they were like
That's
videoing
foul.
the shit.
I was there.
Like
And
some
I
middle
was-
school dance shit?
Yeah,
the lights
and
on.
I
Oh,
was just
hell
like,
no.
I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, happy birthday, bitch. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
I was there because I remember just shit
I
turning on. I was
remember-
right below you, and I was just like
Yep.
looking up at you. And
Because I look up and I'm like,
10
I just look
phones
at
on
Cody,
Yaya,
I'm like-
dude, with the flashes on. I was like, damn.
yeah, no, it's tough.
So right after that, I think it's me and Sean on the stage with two girls, and we were dancing with them, and they end up leaving, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I get the one girl's
we
text.
made out with both of them. One of them smelled
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking the one.
Jesus.
No, like
Smell the ocean from Tennessee,
no,
dog.
no,
Like,
no, no.
that's not a good sign.
not that.
dog.
It was her breath. It just tasted like she definitely just threw up.
Sean.
I didn't know that, dude.
No,
Yikes.
Zach,
Yeah.
why'd you do that?
Not the
to me?
girl that I made out with.
You cannot
no,
make
no.
fun of me for making out with 2 5s now. I'm sorry.
I stopped after that. Yes, I can.
You made out with thrown up liquor.
I didn't know. I mean, she.
Anyways,
To be fair,
so-
she kissed me. So
To be fair.
Anyways, we get their number.
The
We're
second one
texting them.
kissed
They're
me.
like, "Hey, you should come to this bar.
Still
We
a
don't want to
five.
leave yet." And this one girl walks up. I'm like, "Holy shit, Cody! Do you see this girl? Sean, do you see this girl?" I think at this point, Sean went to try to find Yaya, and Cody was like, I'm pretty sure his face literally just was like
Dumbfounded, bro. She was fucking.
like his jaw just dropped, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna go talk to her." So I go up to her. I start talking to her, and we're at the point where we're almost dancing. Like she's like starting to feel it more, and this girl's like drop dead gorgeous. I'm like, "There's no way this is about to work." And so I'm like getting closer.
Am I cooking? Am I
And-
cooking?
Let him
Dude, this dude, this. So we're on the stage, like right here. Me and this girl are talking like face to face right here. There's a stage point right here, and this dude walks right up to the girl. He sees that I'm specifically talking to her, walks right up, and this dude wasn't the greatest looking dude. Gonna be nice here. He was
yeah, we got
really small, not great looking. He was not a person that I think she would have went after. Let's just say
Dude,
that.
he had a mop.
And
A lot of hair.
dude, he walks right in front of me. I'm literally like from me to like this bench or like to this table, from me to her, like probably a foot. He walks right in front of me and starts talking to her. I'm like, who the hell are you, bro? And this dude's like not a big dude. Like if I wanted to, I could have thrown him off. And so I start laughing. I thought this was like a joke. I'm like, okay, like this is funny. I tap him on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, bro, like, can you move out of the way like a little bit?
Keep it
He's
moving.
like, no, like this is my spot. And I'm like, what? And so the girl looks at me and she goes, help me. And I'm like, what? She's like, help. Like, do you know this
She
dude?
like, told us, she's like, can you just get rid of him?
And so I literally like kind of wiggle my way around this way. I just shoulder check him off the fucking stage.
He like drops and puts his feet down
He's
on
like,
the
we
thing,
good?
And
We
he like turns around, we're good. I'm sitting at the top of the thing because I was like, I'm going to fire on this dude. like, you know, like adrenaline starts going, my fists are clenched, and I was just looking down at him like this, and he's like, you good? And Zach's like, you good? And he's
Yeah, I'm like, you good, bro? He's like, no, like, are we good? I'm like, yeah, dude, we're good. He's like, okay. So then I turn back around. The moment I turn back around, she's talking to another guy. I'm literally like, where's a drink I could throw on the fucking ground? Or on your face? I was so pissed, bro. I was talking about that for the rest of the night to Cody. I'm
The
like,
rest of the
what
fucking
hell,
trip,
bro?
dude.
Yeah,
he
I
was
was
heated
dude,
about that shit.
She was a 12, though. It was like,
It was
it was
unbelievable.
crazy.
And
It was
then
like
the
a...
girl the guy that she was talking to, I was like, that's a turn of events.
That's what I'm
That's
saying,
a turn
dude.
of
I'm like,
events.
oh my God.
Not saying the guy was.
It's one of those girls that you were talking about. It's like, I don't want to be like hella cringe, be like, oh, it's a one in a lifetime girl. But she was like one of those girls where it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like she's that girl. She's that girl, you know?
No, I feel that.
So I was pissed, rightfully so. And then I came home drunk. It was probably like a 30-minute walk, and that was the only thing I was talking about.
All right, we're going to move on to a little segment we like to call Over Underrated. Basically, for anyone who's watching and just never heard of it, we're going to give a topic. This week's topic is breakfast menu items, or just breakfast food in general. Basically, anything you can get at a breakfast restaurant. So you would give one overrated breakfast item and then one underrated breakfast item, and the person to your right is going to give one word to describe those picks. So, Will, you're going to start it off.
So overrated sausage. I think bacon's definitely better than sausage. Like I think
Pause.
trash.
Sausage links or sausage patties?
Links. Sausage
No.
links.
Hot
Sausage links.
take.
I think bacon's definitely
Okay.
definitely a lot better.
Hot
breakfast.
take.
Dude, you have
Okay.
2 eggs, side of bacon, and fucking hash browns.
That's fair.
That's a gold.
Yeah.
That's a golden ass breakfast. Underrated definitely got to be biscuits and gravy, bro. For sure.
yeah.
Like that shit go.
We like him.
Yeah.
We like him.
Dummy.
That was hard.
W.
Yeah,
That was hard.
that shit go dummy.
Cody, what's your one word to describe his
I think that
picks?
was good. I think it was solid.
Solid.
Honestly,
Solid.
man, like I like sausage, but like I'd take bacon over sausages all day. And
100%.
biscuits and gravy, dude. Oh, homemade.
That shit goes.
So good.
That shit's fire as
Everyone,
fuck.
Shout out the Parodies, but
Oh, yeah.
when
Dude, that shit
Zach
was
and
so
Dominic's
fire.
dad made us homemade
Shit was
biscuits
so
and gravy,
fire.
Oh my god.
Dude, when you have that shit homemade,
We'd go
it
out
just
and play
goes
hockey
different.
on the street for like 2 hours from like 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. He's like, hey, biscuits and gravy is ready. We're like, oh, hell yeah. We would eat
You're like
that
starving
thing in like
after.
10 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was fire, though.
Cody, do you have a
Cody,
word
what's
to
your
describe
I
his?
just said
Solid.
good. Like
He
solid.
said solid.
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 Yeah.
Solid.
So what's your picks?
Oh man, overrated. Damn, this is a tough one. Oh shit, scrambled eggs.
Really?
Scrambled eggs. So, like, dude, I'm sorry.
That's fire.
I agree.
Most breakfast places, man, dude, they just can't do the.
They don't do.
scrambled eggs.
It's like
Then that shit
fake
turns
shit.
cold and soggy. It's like, might as well just give me the fucking hotel ones.
Well, dude, they use like that water, like
You can't
powder.
tell me that.
fucking-
You can't tell me
yeah,
that.
it's trash.
It usually
bro.
is watery.
You have to
Yeah,
get
it's
eggs
Or it's
never
like,
fresh.
right off the pan for it to be like.
What's the
super
one near the skate park over there?
Big City Cafe.
Big City?
Dude.
Yeah,
They're
dude,
They
they're
make their eggs weird there.
their scrambled eggs trash. Like their
It's like
potatoes,
green,
they're
bro.
Yeah,
their
dude.
eggs
Like
are
it's
trash.
weird.
That's
Their
what
eggs
I
are
was
trash.
thinking about.
Big
They're
City.
everything else about Big City,
Dude,
fire
really
as fuck.
think
But,
everything
like,
is mid.
dude, coffee,
Great.
fire,
10-barrel, Big
fruit.
City.
You get the fucking potatoes.
Some of the best
everything,
places you can go.
awesome, But,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's not.
Yes,
but
it
you
is.
go there for
No, it's
eggs,
not.
you're
It
just
is.
having
It
a
is
bad
not.
time.
It's not mid.
Big
All
City
of
is
the
not.
Big
the
City
best
is
place.
fire as fuck.
I think.
Do you think 10-barrel's mid? You work there.
I worked there. I would say in terms of like beer and everything, nah, they definitely ain't mid as fuck. But food, it's alright. It's pretty good food. I knew a lot of the cooks back there. They were baller ass guys, but let me tell you, bro, some of them, I'm amazed they were able to stand half the time making that food and shit. I was like, all right,
Were
I don't
drunk
know.
or what?
Bro, I don't even know what half of them were on, dog. Like some of
just
those
tweaking?
motherfuckers were just mad tweaking.
Really?
Dude, there was one motherfucker shaved head and just a big ass mohawk, like he was back in the fucking rock star days, dog. And he would just stumble in there. He had to get kicked out at one point, dude. We had a bartender get too drunk on the job. He got into a fight with our manager and shit. He got fired on the spot. Like, was too drunk to even remember people's orders. But in terms of like their beer and like their food, great. There's a few servers that I would be like, yeah, nah. You will never serve me, bro. I will ask for somebody else before they serve my ass.
That's crazy.
But most of those people are pretty cool. I went on a camping trip with them. Just got absolutely like shit housed with most of them. Had a baller ass time. They were like super cool, but in the work environment, yeah, nah, not the greatest greatest
fair.
time.
Underrated. I would probably have to say chicken fried steak. I feel like it doesn't get too
Yeah,
much. And
facts.
I love that shit, dude.
That's a good one.
I've tried chicken fried steak at every breakfast spot that I've ever been to.
What was the place you went to in the South? You got chicken fried steak.
Oh, dude,
that was so
fucking,
good.
Starts with an L.
Fuck,
Where
I
is
just
that?
saw it. Just
Is
came
it
up on my
Lori's?
For You.
Where was it at?
It's in
Alabama.
Southern Mississippi.
It was in Alabama.
Alabama.
Southern Alabama.
It's in
Sorry, we
Coleman.
drove through Mississippi.
Damn, that shit's pissing me off.
Zooch, if you're watching, I know you know.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, they throw the rolls.
Yep, that
Their
place.
chicken fried steak was different,
it was,
but it was good. But the best chicken fried steak I've ever had was Goldie's.
Oh,
downtown
dude,
Boise,
what?
Ever.
Wow.
So
Good to
fucking
know.
Good.
Good to know.
It's unreal. And I
What was it called?
every time I go to a breakfast spot,
Growing-
I'm getting chicken fried steak. So I consider myself a connoisseur.
Damn.
But, dude,
Lambert's.
Goldie's, man.
When I do,
Lambert's,
when I my
NL.
Lambert's had a different weird, like their
Dude,
chicken
that shit
fried
was so
steak
fire.
didn't have a lot of crunch to it, but it had a lot of flavor. So and,
Also, do you remember I got a sweet tea
big
there.
portion, dude. Big.
I got a
portions.
sweet tea there. It came in
Yes,
A bucket.
a bucket. It was
Like
a
a
bucket.
sand
It was a
bucket.
jug.
dude.
Like one that you would make like a sand castle with.
Yeah.
I was
All
like,
their
holy
sides were
shit.
fire, dude. I mean, like Lambert's.
The biscuits
man,
were
shout out,
massive.
man.
The apple butter on the
Oh
rolls.
my God.
Oh my.
that shit goes crazy.
We got to go back to Lambert's,
It was
boys.
so good.
Podcast at Lambert's.
That place was really good. So yeah, those are my. two
Zach,
picks.
what's your one word to describe his steaks?
I'm gonna say average. I don't think scrambled eggs are necessarily overrated. I think they're properly rated. They can be bad, and I also think the same for chicken fried steak. Like I think it's good, but it might just not have the recognition it should have.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My underrated is, funny enough, because you said sausage, is a spicy Italian sausage scramble. Ooh. I think any scramble's fire like that.
Yeah.
Specific.
And then my overrated is a pancake, because I think you can get multiple things better than a pancake. French toast.
Waffles.
I think a crepe is better. A waffle.
Oh, crepe is way
clears
better,
pancakes.
bro.
Clears.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Pancakes fourth in that realm.
Crepes,
If you put
crepes are
chocolate
pretty
chips
fire,
in a
bro.
pancake, though,
No,
they're kind of
chocolate
If you
fire.
put chocolate
Pancake's
chips in a
fire.
crepe or a waffle, it's better than a
Waffle?
pancake.
Yeah, but a crepe is just a waffle that's, or not a waffle. It's a pancake
Yeah.
that's thin. Like it's just a thin
Yeah,
pancake.
bro,
Like,
there's something about it, man. It's
But,
just
you know,
sweeter.
waffle, pancake,
It-
crepe, whatever the fuck else. Pancakes are good, but if the pancakes get soggy,
I don't know.
Yeah, they ain't it.
I've had some
They
really
ain't it. You gotta
like
be
mid
smart.
got them
pancakes.
little
I'm not gonna say
syrup
bad
traps, dude.
because pancakes
Yes,
aren't bad.
bro. They make it easy.
You
You
can't
get that
make a
even
pancake bad
distribution
unless you
around the whole
overcook
thing.
it.
You already know.
Yeah.
It's the way to go.
But I would say
Belgian waffles.
personally, I think French
That's
toast
a-
and
that's
waffles
my,
are 1A, 1B.
private
and then
story is Belgian waffles.
You could
bro.
maybe argue pancakes is third there.
But pancakes while camping is fire.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Always
different.
off that hot
Yeah.
toast. Yeah, you got on
Any food
baked
you
beans.
eat camping is
Yeah.
so better.
Yeah.
when
You
you're
gotta have the
camping.
bacon
Just
too.
wake
I
up.
know.
Yeah.
It's like
See,
they just hit
bacon
different.
while
Like in the
camping.
mornings, like
That
pancakes
shit
in the
goes
morning.
well
Like,
Get out of your
Yeah.
tent.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
you have that fresh
Trying to
coffee
adjust
too.
to
You're
Like
still
when you're out there,
hungover.
you're
Yeah,
just
no,
fucking
it's
chilling
Shitty
by the
old
fire.
Folgers,
but yeah.
but the Folgers
Yeah.
don't take fire,
I can't
dudes.
hear anyone.
Pretty
What do you
good.
think?
My one word, I would say disagreement.
Yep.
I would just disagree.
Fair.
Do you not like
Um,
scrambles?
Oh, the pancake part.
No, okay.
Scrambles, I can't split it up, but I would disagree with the pancake take.
That's fair.
That rhymes. But yeah, overall, scrambles are fire.
They are.
So for my underrated, it's the gravy train potatoes from the griddle.
Yes.
No one
You've
really
been
knows
waiting to
about
say
it.
this.
No,
shit.
dude, you put me onto
It
it
is
the last
good.
time we were there. That
is
shit
good.
was so worth it.
Basically,
Oh my
it's hash browns topped with sausage gravy and bacon bits, and it is
Yeah.
the best
Yes.
thing I could ever have.
Yeah.
An overrated,
Hungover.
Huh?
Specifically.
What?
Specifically when you're hungover.
yeah,
That shit hits
for
like
sure.
a train.
Yeah.
Literally.
gravy train.
Literally.
Literally.
What do we get in the way between?
Overrated.
The Gwitty
hard.
train.
I'm widowy gwittying while eating the gravy twain.
I feel like
Okay.
I don't know. Overrated is tough.
Okay.
Breakfast food's really like I don't know. There's not a whole lot of overrated.
I'm thinking of one
You
you,
know
guys
what?
haven't said anything about yet.
I feel like I might know it. Like
Maybe.
it's a basic one.
I really don't like waffles that much.
Oh no.
What you said reminded me of it. I just don't like waffles.
No.
I'm sorry. Pancakes.
Okay.
A chocolate chip pancake. I don't want a crispy pancake. That's what a waffle is. It's a crispy pancake.
That's exactly why it's better.
No.
Better
It
texture.
has the syrup traps, dude. It
Yeah,
has it
like
all.
you can get that
Yeah.
even distribution.
Yeah.
And
And
it doesn't
wait for the
like
butter to
sog
slide
out
off
and
the
shit.
pancake.
Yeah, you don't need to worry.
Hell yeah, dude. Can you give me some butter?
You can't be dissing.
It's like a gutter.
You can't be dissing pancakes that much because, dude,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a nice hot stack. Of
Yeah.
some fucking
A hot stack
pancakes
of some
is gas.
chocolate chip
And
pancakes
There are
is
some
way
places that do that shit fucking.
Dude, it was
They do it
National
right.
Pancake.
Pancakes, dude.
Wasn't it National Pancake Day like recently? You can go to IHOP and get like
Yeah.
a
Oh,
free
yeah.
stack
Oh,
or
yeah,
some
they
shit
do
like
that.
that. Yeah.
Fire.
I didn't know it.
Have you been
Um,
to Eddie's yet? Sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to.
you're good.
Yeah.
Have you
I
been
like
to Eddie's
Eddie's.
yet? Yeah,
Yes.
dude. You were talking about the skillet. Go get like a skillet
Yeah.
from Eddie's off
Dude, Eddie's
Overland.
fire.
That shit's fucking awesome, dude. You can do hash browns, home style fries, or whatever you want, and then they have all the vegetable options you can want, all the protein options you can want.
Really?
Ask you how you want your egg,
Okay.
fucking everything, dude. You load it up, and that shit's awesome.
Damn.
Eddie's
Oh,
off
yeah.
Overland, huh?
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Um,
You're gonna have to give it a shot.
There's a breakfast place by us off Boise. I was called Eggman and Earl.
Oh yeah, that place is fire.
That place is amazing.
Yeah.
That
I
place
had
is
that
really
actually
good.
recently. I forget what I got. I don't know what I got, but
I'd be down
that's,
to try it.
that's next to the high school, right?
Yeah, next
Yeah.
to Timberline and play it again.
Mhm.
It's in that little parking lot. But yeah, that place
Yep.
is really good.
Have any of you
Yeah.
been to Waffle House? Is
Uh-huh.
that place good?
Yeah,
We did Waffle House.
We did
Is
the
that shit
Waffle House
fire?
itself.
Like
North
I haven't been
Carolina.
to Waffle House yet.
Them
Is it pretty
waffles were
good?
gas, bro.
North
Yes.
Carolina.
I mean,
It's one of those
I don't know.
things.
It's kind of like
we've-
a
And
southern
I gotta say,
IHOP.
dude, I got probably 3,000 calories worth of food when
Yeah.
I went to Waffle
Dude,
House.
yeah, that shit is.
That was
Zach and I-
after the concert too.
Yeah,
Zach and I
I-
have
and-
experienced Waffle House sober when we went to Nashville the first
Yeah.
time, and then we've
It's like
been there
IHOP.
drunk. And I would say drunk, it definitely hit a lot more.
Yeah.
Um,
It's kinda like
30
Pie Hole.
minutes out of the way for fucking Waffle House.
It's like Los Betos, bro. When you get hammered, you get that one sober guy to just fucking drive you to Los Betos, and you're like, hey.
That was me for like
That's
a year and a
Yaya.
half.
Yeah. Chauffeur, dude.
Nah, shit was fire.
He was the
Simpmobile.
Los Betos.
Sean, your picks for the breakfast items? I'm gonna go terrible. With the pancake. Yeah, straight up.
With the pancake or the waffle?
For the whatever you
Waffle
said,
take?
the waffle take. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
with
fair.
Zach on the crispy pancake. Like
Yep.
that's fire. With the butter traps, throw a little peanut butter on there too. Shit's fire.
Mhm.
We do that with pancake.
I'm really curious what you're going to say.
Peanut
though.
butter on waffles
'Kay.
is so
Wait,
good.
hold on.
And
Before you say it,
pancakes.
are you saying that you have both that someone hasn't said, or
And
was it
pancakes.
underrated versus overrated?
The one that no one has said is my overrated one.
Okay.
I'm gonna save it for last. My underrated pick is specifically the hash browns from the Grove Hotel. Have you guys eaten at the breakfast place in the Grove
No, I have
Hotel?
not.
Okay, it's like their own
Maybe with
restaurant.
my
It's
parents.
separate. Their hash browns there are ridiculously good. They come out
you just
crispy.
walk in?
Yeah, you just walk in and you just go.
Oh,
You don't have to be. You don't have
Oh,
to
sweet.
stay there. It's like a restaurant. But the way they do it is so like most hash browns are like they're really flat and they're crispy on top.
Yeah.
This is like a stack. You know like haystacks, like the dessert or whatever.
Yeah.
How they're kind of like just like bundles.
Mhm.
That's how their hash browns are. It's like deep fried
Crispy.
potato
Oh,
goodness.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
that's
It was
fire.
literally the best hash browns
A
I've
good
ever
hash
had.
brown has to be crispy, dude.
Very crispy, perfect. You throw a fuck ton of ketchup on top. It was fire.
Some hot
You
sauce.
got ketchup on top, bro?
Hot
never,
sauce, dude.
never.
Yeah,
Hot
some
sauce
hot
Never,
sauce on
never.
there.
Yeah,
Hot
hot
sauce
sauce
and
would be
ketchup?
fine.
Ooh,
But-
fire.
My overrated pick, apple juice.
Whoa! Wait, what?
It is
Wait,
way
how'd we
too-
go from food to like all of a sudden?
Hold
just
on,
fucking,
hold
she
on.
said
It's a breakfast
apple
item.
No,
juice, bro.
I'll allow it because it's so stupid. What?
That's like
It's
more.
a fucking breakfast item.
What are you,
OJ
Anthony?
OJ is definitely more of a breakfast item than like apple juice.
I was gonna say OJ if it had pulp in it, but
OJ with pulp is fire as
that's
fuck.
my overrated pick.
Sorry.
OJ with
I wasn't
pulp
thinking.
is fire
Overrated
as fuck.
is
Like, I don't
fucking-
even know what you
No,
mean. Like
no,
you get that
no.
It's
fresh
either apple
OJ,
juice
bro.
or
No, I don't like that.
OJ with pulp.
Wait. Okay, who's in favor of OJ with pulp?
Oh, 100%.
Two. Okay.
Yeah.
Will and
Are you
Cody?
dumb as fuck? Do you want to chew your orange
Yeah,
juice?
can we give him an? I feel like that's not a
That's
breakfast
a
item.
meat, dog.
You have it at breakfast.
Apple
No,
juice?
You are more likely to have apple juice at breakfast than you are
Dude,
any other
I'd
meal
be
of the day.
enjoying apple juice with
Whenever.
lunch more than
Yeah.
breakfast.
I drink apple juice at night sometimes.
Yeah, we're gonna give you an and give
You
you,
want me to
30
do another
seconds for
fucking
another
pick?
one.
The little ham things you get at, at IHOP. You know when you get like the little like the whole
Yeah.
platter
ham
and the little triangle hams. Yeah, those things are overrated as fuck.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Never liked them. Never will.
Fair enough.
I still
So-
eat them because
so-
I finished my plate. But
So
Breakfast ham.
with breakfast,
Breakfast
still in
ham.
mind, I'm gonna ask us a quick question here. What's the best hot sauce for breakfast?
Cholula.
Cholula, it's not close.
Not even close.
Frank's Red Hot Buffalo.
No.
Cholula.
Yes.
I think
Wow.
it's Cholula.
On
too.
eggs is fire.
Cholula,
I will. I like
Cholula,
Sean's take.
Valentina's, and then because dude.
I wish Valentina's
Valen
was more spicy
it
though.
was- yeah, but like then Cholula just took it. It's right there.
He's right there.
And then everything else, Louisiana hot sauce, I think is
Oh
below
yeah,
that.
dude, that shit's fire.
And then I probably put like, dude, I can't do Tapatio. To me is ass. I think Tapatio tastes like shit. Or and Tabasco, yuck.
I like
Tabasco
Tabasco more.
Tabasco is not that bad.
I like Tabasco
I can fuck
more.
with
On my
Tapatio.
eggs,
I
at
think
least.
Tabasco
Tabasco's
just has
okay.
like too much, not that much.
They're both
flavor.
aight.
I think I don't know.
Tabasco's just like the basic. Like it's
Yeah,
just
that's
this
Yeah, it's the one that
standard
you're gonna
like.
see at every breakfast spot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's
and
simple.
you're like, hey,
You're
can I get
guaranteed to get it.
Tabasco?
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I would say buffalo sauce. If you haven't tried it, try it.
Oh, dude. Should have said coffee for underrated.
Have you ever done a
I
like
almost said
buffalo
overrated just
cauliflower?
'cause I don't like
Have you ever
coffee.
done
No, I
like
haven't.
buffalo?
That's fair.
Dude, that
I've
shit's
heard it's good though.
gas. Yeah, you do cauliflower and you steam it in buffalo sauce. That shit goes
It
down.
actually sounds kind of fire.
Yeah,
That
that's
does
just
sound
really good.
That does sound good.
All right, I think we're good on the over. Oh, did you give?
I would say solid. My the apple juice was a little
Yeah.
mid, but
Meat.
solid for the
I
most
still
part.
fuck with it in the morning.
The hash browns go dummy. People sleep on
yeah?
the hash browns, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they really do, man.
Extra crispy, a little salt, pepper on top.
Yes,
little
dude, that
smoked
shit
pepper,
gets
ketchup.
crazy.
Oh man, I love me
Yep.
some pepper on that.
Fire.
Shit. Little lemon pepper
All right.
stepper.
So we've
Little
got
lemon pepper
some sports stuff to talk about. Zach, what were you saying about the NBA? You were talking
Oh yeah, dude. This was crazy.
Well, the NBA and
Oh.
when you're done with that, do the thing you sent me on Instagram.
I'm gonna do that right now
Oh,
because
bet.
it just came to my head. But so there is an Illinois player right now that is playing basketball on their team, and his name is Matthew Mayer. And he said that he's been sick the past few days with caffeine poisoning. I'm going to give quotes to that because I don't know if that's actually a thing. But he said he drank 5 Monster energy drinks while playing video games on Sunday. After a game,
Christ.
and this is the first day back at practice. So since Sunday, today is Wednesday,
Was
he
he
has
a-
had caffeine poisoning for 4 days. He has a recognizable face, too.
That shit is insane.
5 Monster energy drinks.
How did he not die?
And so there's a meme on Instagram that said, I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. So I saw that. I thought that was hella funny. Definitely needed to be on the podcast. And then the NBA, I was just going to pull up the Western Conference, but we don't necessarily have to pull it up. The Western Conference specifically right now is crazy close. The Warriors, I believe, have won, don't quote me, but I think they've won 2 in a row, and they went from 10th to 5th, or excuse me, 6th in the West right now. They're 6th in the West right now.
Just by winning 2 games?
By 2 games.
Damn.
It's literally like a 3-game difference between 4th, who is the Kings right now, or 3rd, I believe, is the Kings. And then, no, the Kings are 4th. Kings, who are 4th, and then the 9th place team. It's literally 4 games. It's crazy close right
Damn.
now. Yeah. So the Western Conference is crazy close. Steph Curry should be back next week, which is a good sign for us. Klay Thompson's heating up. I'm excited for the playoffs for sure.
It'll be fun
And
this year.
then I know KD's coming back this week as well with the Suns.
He
The
came back today.
Suns, did he?
Came back today.
Did he play well?
I don't
Did he
know.
not play
I don't know
well?
stat line, but
Oh.
I saw that he came back today.
And the Suns right now, I believe, are 3rd in the Western Conference, and that team is scary as hell to me. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about KD. I liked him before the Warriors, and I obviously liked him on the Warriors because he's a dog. But it's just like, how many times can you move before you lose the respect of the people around you? You know?
I have a stat line. Today, KD got 23 points in 26 minutes, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 10 for 15 field goal, 2 for 4 from the 3-point
Did
line.
they win?
Great question. The Phoenix Suns beat the Charlotte Hornets 105-91.
As they should have.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then the other thing I was going to say is the Mavericks just signed Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving is point guard for people that don't know. And they also have probably the best guard in the game right now in Luka Doncic. And they are 1-4 with them together.
That's crazy.
Which just means, like,
Kyrie.
not to say that this league is being dominated by big man, but it's like 2 guards right now just isn't working very well. Because you have, like, Jokic, you have Joel Embiid, which they haven't necessarily won, but they're just dominating right now specifically. And it's crazy because everyone's like, oh, he's going to fit perfectly with the Mavericks. And I was like, no, he's not. Like, he demands the ball, and so does Luka. Luka is probably the best ISO player in the league right now.
Yeah, for
Besides maybe James Harden when he's healthy, but I would say Luka's better. So when you have an ISO player and then you have a ball handler like Kyrie Irving who also demands the ball, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked in the past. Didn't work with Kyrie with the other teams that he's played with besides with LeBron. So it's just, I knew, like, right when people were like, oh my gosh, we're hyped to see this, I'm like, they're not going to do very
They
well.
were
And
just
now
like-
they're 7th in the West, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
And they
'cause I
were
remember-
5th in the West before.
Remember when Karl Anthony Towns got good? You could sense, like, a shift in, like, okay, big men need to be...
Dude, it's
'cause
just,
for a while, it was like big men were not doing much.
it's just
or not
crazy
a
right
whole
now.
lot. It was, like, around the time, like, Steph Curry was in his, like, peak performance. And then Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, they started kind of blossoming.
Jokic might win
Yeah.
3 in a row this year. He's a dog. But the other crazy thing I was going to say was Damian Lillard right now is on an all-time tear. He is going
Yes.
ballistic. In the last, I think it was 16 games or something like that, maybe 21, something crazy. He's averaging 36 points per game. He just had 71 in a game that they won. Not in overtime. He had 71 in the regular time. And it's crazy because Donovan Mitchell had 71 in OT.
Yeah.
And guess they're placing right now.
Where?
12th. It's like, dude, I fucking love Dame. But, like, eventually you got to want to win, right? Like, I understand loyalty like that, but it's also like, dude, I would hate being 29 and 33 and you were averaging 37 in the last 21 games. And you guys probably have a 500 record.
Yeah.
500. And so here's how close it is. The Nuggets are 44-19. They've probably locked up the first seed unless they choke. The Grizzlies are 5 games behind at 38-23. The Kings are 36-25, so they are the 3rd seed. The Suns are 34-29, and the Warriors are 32-20. So the Warriors could possibly make it to the 4th seed. I don't see them getting to 3rd. But what's crazy about this is the Timberwolves are 32-32, so they're 500. They're at the 8. The Pelicans are 31-32. They're at the 10th seed. The Warriors are 2 games behind or above 500. The Pelicans are 1 below. It's a 3-game difference between 5th and 10th right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's extremely close. I didn't even know Portland was 12th right now. That actually bothers me a lot because of how good Dame's playing. But
Yeah.
that shit's nuts. So that's what I was going to say about the NBA. I know there are a lot of trades going on in the NHL right now. The
Speaking of
Rangers,
which-
who I know you guys have possibly making the Stanley Cup and winning it, just made a crazy trade, correct?
Yeah. I'll give my pick for who I'm picking to win the Stanley Cup next week once the trade deadline is over.
I just
but
know
yes.
that you were saying they're a contender.
Yeah, so it finally happened. Patrick Kane has been traded to the New York Rangers. Chicago kind of got stiffed. Well, not stiffed out because I think with Patrick Kane
He didn't want to play.
he didn't want to play with them.
Yeah.
I think in the last 7 games he's had 5 goals. Or no, other way around. In the last 5 games he's had 7 goals when he was playing with Chicago. He got traded on Tuesday. So yesterday, officially. It was kind of like always in the talks. I know he wanted to, and then they got Tarasenko, and he was kind of bummed about that. And then there was possibility. Well, it's kind of a rumor, but about Toronto. But ultimately, he was like, "No, I want to play in New York." He's from Buffalo, so a little bit of hometown. But this man is by far the greatest Chicago Blackhawk to ever play.
Oh yeah,
I agree with
He is. He won Rookie of the Year 2008. He's a 3-time Stanley Cup champion. He is a Conn Smythe Trophy winner, which is Stanley Cup Finals MVP. He's an Art Ross winner, which is most goals, I believe. Hart Memorial Trophy winner in 2016 as well,
is that MVP?
which is MVP. And then a Ted Lindsay Award in 2016 as well, which is it's an MVP, but it's judged by the members of Writers Association. So 2016, let's go back. 2016, he won a Stanley Cup. No, he didn't win a Stanley Cup, sorry. He was an All-Star, Art Ross, Hart Memorial Trophy, so MVP, and then the Ted Lindsay Award. So
What's Ted Lindsay?
Ted Lindsay's MVP by the Writers Association, and Hart Memorial is MVP for the...
So he was
Stanley
clearly the
Cup.
best player that year.
No. Hart Memorial Trophy is for the Players Association votes.
Gotcha.
And then the Art Ross is the person who leads the league in points that year. So he's an insane player. I hope he does well. I think he'll definitely be the best American-born player to ever play so far. But yeah, good for him. I think he needed to get out of Chicago. They're dying. And it's kind of sad, though, to see him leave. There's a lot of moments, even in my childhood, of just watching him play for them and break the Sharks' heart, but just also tear up the league. And, I don't know, he's crazy. He had a whole scandal and shit like that, but turned out to be
Who
false.
doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Still playing really good hockey to this day. He's
Yeah.
35 years old.
I don't think he's 35.
Oh, he's like 35, isn't he?
I think he's like 32. He's not he's still. I know he's kind of banged up. But yeah, we'll see what the
34.
Rangers can do. What?
34.
34. Okay. So yeah, he's getting up there. But yeah, I don't know about the Rangers. It's a good team, but it just never works out like that when all these stacked teams get all these players. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't really know if I really trust their defense. Shesterkin's their goalie's got to turn it on. I think he will come playoffs. But again, Patrick's a veteran who has won the Stanley Cup 3 times. He knows.
They barely skated by the fucking Flyers tonight. Won 3-2 in overtime.
Yeah, I know.
I was like,
But it's a new team.
yeah,
they got
that's what I'm
to
saying.
adjust.
That's what I'm worried about
Yeah.
come playoff time.
What's awesome is that him and Panarin are back together. So Panarin was
Karen's
undrafted,
really good.
and he was signed by Chicago and basically got really good with them. And he was played with Patrick Kane for a long time, and then he went to the Rangers, and now they're back together, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, Sharks traded Timo Meier as well. Sad, but also I knew it was coming. I mean, he wasn't going to stay. I don't know that what we got in return is good enough. I was hoping we would get one of the prospects from New Jersey, but instead we got a first-round pick, which, what?
I just thought about this. Carlson didn't get traded?
Not yet.
Isn't it done today?
No, so Friday.
Oh, I thought you said the first.
No, third.
Oh, shit. My bad. You
Yeah.
can continue. Sorry, that was just like a light bulb in my head.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he hasn't been traded yet. But yeah, Timo leaving to the Devils, I don't know. I think the Devils are going to be playing the Rangers. I don't know.
First round?
Yeah, first round.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they projected to right now?
Yeah, it's pretty set. Just because the way they do it is 1, 2, 3 of their division go to the playoffs, and then the 2 wild card spots on the East.
Have they locked it?
And I think New York is 2, and the Devils are 3. So 2 and 3 would play each other. 1 would play a wild card team, and them 3 up there are all pretty much locked in their spots, unless they go on like a losing tear. But
okay,
for right now, I don't know. I mean, they needed to make that trade to keep up with the Rangers, but we'll see how it goes down the line. I know Edmonton. They got rid of Tyson Barrie yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He was their. I'm kind of shocked because he was a big part of like playing defense and getting the puck to McDavid and stuff like that. And they got a defensive defenseman, which I think is smart for them. They definitely need defense, so I get the move.
Ottawa got someone too, right?
Yeah, from
Did they get a goalie or did they trade a goalie?
No. That was Los Angeles.
That's right.
Columbus both traded the 2 shittiest goalies Columbus now has both the shittiest goalies in the league. I saw that their first goalie is second worst, and Jonathan Quick is third.
Really?
Yeah. In terms of
wasn't Jonathan Quick
save percentage
good at one
he
point?
was, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he's
he's a
having the
dog.
worst season of his life.
Yeah.
But
they're not very good either. So
No,
actually,
they're in the playoffs right now.
aren't they decent?
Kings are like
Kings
12th
are
in the league right now.
in the league, yeah. They're in playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Senators got Jacob Chychrun from the Coyotes. He's a good defenseman. But I don't know. The
Kings
NHL
are
made a post about it today.
12. Are they?
The what?
LA Kings?
standings.
You still talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I looked it up. For the Pacific Division, they're second.
Yeah, they're second.
Right now
He means
in
like the
their
entire
division.
league.
Oh, you're talking about overall.
Yeah,
I think they're.
okay.
But they're-
I'm not really sure.
They're second in the Pacific right now, so they're in the playoffs. But yeah, they needed to get rid of. I think Jonathan Quick's just having a bad year.
Washed.
LA's
Yeah,
ninth.
he's old.
He's
LA's
washed.
ninth. LA's
He's not
ninth.
You're washed, dude.
Kings are ninth. They're right
You're
behind
washed,
Dallas.
Get that Allen guy in there. He's probably
Where
gonna
is-
do better.
10 goals against average. Sorry, Alan.
Shout out, Alan.
At least
Shout out
Minnesota clinched. That's all that matters for our conference.
Fuck, what was I gonna ask you, Cody? What did you just say?
Oh yeah, talk about Montreal.
No, you just said something specifically.
What?
Oh, where's Seattle?
Oh,
they're wild card.
Seattle. Yeah,
They're wild card
yeah.
right now. So
I
yeah.
think they're.
God, I really hope they
I
don't
think
get
they're
it.
on the cusp. They're one of those teams like
Will not be
they
rooting for them.
just. I mean, they got guys that can play, but they're just.
What
in my
about
opinion,
Vegas?
they're all just like scrappy players. Like they can just play puck. They just play hockey. They don't have like a lot of superstars on their team. But
What about Vegas?
You're not going to when you're a
Um,
second-year expansion team.
yeah, I mean,
Really?
Vegas kind of.
Vegas never had any. Well, they do now, but
When they first started out, they
No,
got
are they
kind of
solid this year?
who?
pick of the
Vegas.
I think they're first in the Pacific. Was that right?
litter. I believe Vegas is.
It's either Vegas or
Vegas is
Vegas is first in the
Pacific.
wild card spot for the Western. Or yeah, you're right,
First in the
Pacific. But
Pacific with LA behind Edmonton. Seattle's fourth.
Speaking about Edmonton.
Seattle's in the wild card spot.
Seattle
They got
is
the
in the
first
wild
wild
card.
card
They got the
Edmonton-
first spot.
Edmonton-
Shout out
Yeah.
McDavid
third.
hitting 50 goals, right?
They better
Oh, yeah,
keep
he
winning
did.
though, because Winnipeg's kind of on their ass. So we'll see what
yeah.
happens.
McDavid scored
McDavid is on a tear right now.
He's been on a
but
tear.
Montreal.
this whole season. This is his best season, I think. He's got 50 goals.
Isn't he projected like 180 points?
I think something like that. He's at 113 or 14 right now.
When you say points, does that count assists?
Yeah.
So points is goals and assists.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hockey's really unique with that.
Yeah, they
I
do
like
that
a lot.
very differently, isn't it? Is
I
it
also like that they get points
2
for
touches?
losing
Like
in
it's
OT.
up to 2 people.
Yeah,
So
you can get 2 assists. So if
Yeah.
I were to pass to you and you pass to Cody, Cody scores. We both get the assist.
yeah, that's what I thought.
That's cool.
Why does hockey
I did
do
not
that?
know that.
Well, think of how much think of how difficult it is to score on like such a fucking
True.
tiny
Yeah.
ass
It's not
little
like
goal.
basketball.
You know
It's
what I
like-
mean? Yeah, it's not like
With basketball assists, doesn't it like if you say I pass to you and you do like a double move and then score, it's not assisted, right?
No, it's definitely assisted.
Is it? Like if
when's
you,
it no longer an assist?
There's
in
a point
basketball?
in basketball if you pass it to the player and he's
And
holding
he
it.
does an ISO for a while.
Yeah, then it's not an assist because you didn't assist him.
I don't know.
I think it's a
that's
time
that's
thing.
I
coming
guess
from
that actually might be something.
that's coming from my career player, and I remember passing it to someone, and I would never get.
Well,
the
I guess that
assist
would make
because
sense.
Stupid ass James Harden would do all these moves, and I'm like, "Fuck you."
I mean, if you get like a ball from like the out of bounds, if they inbound it to you and you just start doing an ISO, they give it back, then they give the ball back to the dude that was giving the ISO again, and he starts doing this ISO shit. It's like, is that really assist, or are you just giving
exactly.
the ball to him so that he could do this ISO?
yeah,
So
that's
it's like
why I think
it's
in
ticky
basketball,
tacky, but also
yeah,
if that's the case, can you make the argument for hockey too?
yeah, but
Like,
they just
because
don't.
like Connor McDavid is like.
yeah, he could take the puck.
Connor McDavid's more of an ISO dude than a lot of people are. So it's like if Draisaitl was like, here,
Gives him the puck,
have
yeah.
it. And then he circles back around like he's done, goes through 6 people, McDavid scores. Is that assist?
Yeah, it is.
Huh.
But I just think in basketball they just don't count that as an assist.
It's
I think
just
it makes
a different
sense, though.
game. Like
you
that,
can argue
yeah.
both.
Yeah, I mean,
can
I think
argue-
it should be an assist.
Yeah, you can argue
But-
both for sure.
Yeah, but hockey is too. Like, there's easier opportunities to get assists than it would be in basketball.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
fair.
But also, I mean, basketball scores more. You can have 9 assists in a game.
Yeah.
and be pretty normal. If you had 9 assists in a hockey game, that'd be insane.
Yeah. Also, stats in the NBA are very ticky tacky.
Yeah,
It's
for
really
sure.
easy to stat pad in the NBA, which is unfortunate, but
Is
it happens
there-
all the time.
Is there anything else you guys would like to add
Montreal.
before we wrap it up?
I was kind of intrigued. So you guys are talking about what do you guys think about the? I know it's a little later, but what do you guys think about the World Cup? And like with Messi going on to end up winning the World Cup for his
he the
final.
GOAT or not?
Final. Yeah. Do you guys think he's
Yeah.
the GOAT? Like, what do you
I
guys
think
think
so,
about that?
Dude.
I
Because
think
he has
so,
the most goals
yeah.
scored in a
think it
World
has to
Cup, I
be.
think, right now.
But Mbappe
Mbappe,
is
dude.
on his tail.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he had a hat trick in
was
the
a dog
fucking
in that
finals,
game.
bro.
Yeah,
like
he was
he
a
was
dog
the
in that
only
game.
reason
Yeah.
France
And
stayed
he
in that
already
shit to
has
begin
a
with.
World Cup
Yeah, he is really
championship
good.
Yeah.
already.
Yeah,
And, like,
and
Dude,
he's
I
right
did
there.
not
to,
think I would have that much fun watching soccer.
dude,
we
on
went
the,
to
we
Bogus.
were watching it on my way up to Bogus, and like, dude,
Dude, it
if
was
you didn't
lit.
if you didn't know this, Fox Sport. So if you go on to like private browsing on like your laptop, if you do an incognito window or you go private browsing on your phone, go to Fox Sports, and you can click on like the live games, and it gives you an hour free.
Yeah,
and if
that's
you're
right.
on incognito or like private, you just close the entire tab, reopen it, and
Oh,
you get a
shit.
full another
That's
free
hella
hour,
smart.
and you can just keep
Yeah,
that
that's
shit
hella
going
smart.
If it
nonstop.
works with Will.
So like on the way up to Bogus,
No,
dude,
we're
we put
learning
that
on
shit
this
on my
podcast.
We are.
fucking
It's
my
an educational podcast.
like driving up. And we just had that shit on when we were driving
Yeah,
up
we went
and watched
to
that shit.
Liga. That was so fun, bro.
It's a soccer bar downtown
Dude.
Boise.
That was the most fun I've had in a while watching any sport, and it was soccer, which is probably my least favorite out of any sport you can name.
Really?
It was crazy. The atmosphere there was crazy. I've never been a part of an atmosphere like that.
We got up hella early.
Yeah, which was
I was
insane.
up at the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah,
dude.
this is the day after
We do?
Thanksgiving.
Was
Because
it?
we
Oh,
went to
yeah.
the football game. Didn't we go to the football game? Or is this
No,
a
no,
different
no.
time?
Liga
No,
was
this wasn't
before.
after. This was after Thanksgiving. Like
Yeah,
this
it was
was way after Thanksgiving break. This was like right before Christmas break.
Yeah.
Because I had my buddies come up
Yeah,
here,
he's
and
right.
it was the finals when they were here, and they were here from like the 16th to
No, no,
like.
but we went.
We didn't
No,
go
we
to
the
watched
final.
a USA game.
That's
Oh,
right,
you're talking about that?
I should've
Okay, I thought
clarified.
you
We
were
watched
talking
the
about the
USA
final. I thought
England
you.
game.
Okay.
Was that during Thanksgiving?
Okay,
though?
well, you and I.
I was England all the way, baby. England all the way.
Really?
You know,
Fuck
I'm a great.
no.
I love
Fuck
America, but like, dude, I just can't agree with everything that's going on right now in England. Hey,
Y'all got rolled.
tips to the hat, bro. Have you ever been? I went to London and actually went to watch England versus Croatia on just like a scrimmage game. That was one of the most electric places I've ever been to in the world. Like, I've been to tons of different stadiums, watched tons of different kinds of games. Nothing competed with, like, the atmosphere of soccer in Europe. Like, those motherfuckers go hard.
I believe it.
Like, they had
I believe
it was cool to watch, too, because, like, we had a picture from where we were at. My dad took a picture. I don't know if I have it, but there were security guards at, like, every section, kind of like at every fucking normal game you'd go to. But then there at the Croatia section, there was a security guard on every step, both sides up.
That's
and
crazy.
they had a whole thing to themselves. Security guards were just standing right there. And those motherfuckers went nuts. They lost 3-0, but and that was kind of a kick-ass thing for England. But I was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
That's kind of
That
dope.
was December 3rd.
When we went?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, because you and I went without everyone. It was
I'm getting them confused.
it was you, me, Libby, and Riley. Remember?
And Riley, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we went
that
after
was
the
during
Boise State
Thanksgiving
game.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't there. I was like, where the hell are you guys?
Yeah.
Who knocked USA out
That
again?
was so
Who was
cool.
Iran.
Was it? No, it wasn't. No, because we
It was
beat Iran to
Netherlands.
clinch
It
the
was the
spot.
Netherlands.
It was
It was the
okay,
Dutch.
it was the
Dude, they were
Netherlands.
so much
Well,
better.
we
That
went
was
to
so
watch that
crazy.
game December 3rd.
Those dudes were given Chris pass after Chris
We
pass
were-
after Chris
Did we?
pass.
We got up at like
we watched
7
USA
a.m.
versus England, right?
Yeah, we did. That was the day after
I
Thanksgiving.
watched that with Anthony. That was
Then
crazy.
we went. We had
That
so
was
much
nuts.
fun on that at that game. We were like, we have to go to the next game.
Yeah.
The next game was December 3rd. So
The
we
England
pull up.
one looked crazy, bro.
We got up at 7 a.m. and we started fucking drinking
Yeah.
for this game. We get there. It is,
The one that you guys went to looked crazy.
So
I was like
packed.
so pissed I didn't go to that, but
you know,
I was
it was
back
like
home.
one of the craziest
That was-
like
it was
bar
still hella fun,
experiences
though.
That
I've
was like
had.
that was a.
and we won. Yeah.
Well, we drew
Well,
with them, but for us it was.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
kind of a
that's
victory
right.
because
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we've only beaten England, if I remember correctly, like ever in history, maybe twice.
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
Yeah.
They
But other than
usually
that,
are.
we've always lost or drawn
Yeah.
with them. I think we have 3 draws, 2
Yeah.
2 wins, and then like
And I think the
fucking
draw,
8 losses or
The
some
draw
shit like
kept
that.
us in too to keep.
It
going.
did.
Yeah, it did. If we didn't get that, then
Yeah,
it
that's
wouldn't
right,
have mattered
that's
if we
right. So
beat
it was
Iran
a
at the
dub.
end,
It was,
which
yeah.
thank God we beat Iran. Dude, the last 5 minutes of the
That was
Iran
crazy.
USA game,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Like
was fun.
everyone when we were working at the rec center, no one gave a fuck that we weren't
Yeah.
working. Like
Yeah.
we literally sat there and were just watching the game.
That's
like
sick.
people were sitting there waiting in line. And I was like, no.
I love
I need to watch this.
sporting events that like unite the United States and like as a country, like the Olympics and shit like that. Like
Well, the world, dog, especially the world, right?
that's
like,
what I mean.
yeah.
Like the world events and like I feel like we as a country like come together. Like Sean and I would never watch soccer before the World Cup, but then like we're there chanting at the bar. We're like
Yeah.
hella into it, and like it just brings like people together. And I don't know. I love
We
that
should
shit.
do that with baseball. College
Well,
baseball. I'd be
The
hella
World
into that.
Baseball Classic
I'll be
is
so
coming
down.
up.
yes,
month.
dude, so down to watch
This
World
month.
Baseball Classic. That
You
shit's
guys
baller as
understand what the
fuck.
World Baseball
No, I
Classic
don't.
is? So, different countries throughout the world put together teams, and it's basically the Olympics for baseball, but it's all the pro players. So basically, like 40% of the MLB is made up of the Dominican Republic
They're
or
gonna run.
Venezuela or whatever. So all those guys will go play for the home country. So like Team USA is guys like Cody Bellinger, Christian Yelich, Mike Trout, like those guys.
Yeah.
But the Dominican Republic team
They're
is
stacked.
fucking stacked.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They're
I've seen
they're projected to win. But you also have teams like Team Israel, Team China, which Team Japan.
Japan's the one you got to look out for, bro.
Japan
Them,
is gross.
they are fucking nasty, dog.
Yes, they are. And because they get like half
do they
MLB
have?
players and then half players from their Japanese
Well, they're gonna have
professional
Oh.
show. Is it
Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani? Yeah,
of course.
dude, they're gonna have
After that,
him.
who?
They're gonna have him.
So my roommate.
there are a lot of big pitching staff. I would say they're not so much necessarily like an overall great team, but they have very key.
Their pitching,
Some star
their
it's hard to
pitching
hit.
is their
Yeah,
pitching is
'cause of their
fucking
style. It's different.
disgusting.
But it's just kind of cool because like they just play like round robin, but they play in different countries. So like Team USA, they play in San Diego. That's usually where it is for Team USA. But they'll play in like the Netherlands. They'll play in China. They'll play in Japan. It kind of like you get randomly seeded, then you go to these places. You play round robin, and then everything comes together, and they play it at Petco Park.
Yep.
So
That's
all the countries come together, and then they play
That's cool.
like
That is cool.
3 different weekends.
I'd be down to watch that.
But
Very
it's
nice.
it's just
That
hella
shit's
entertaining
baller
because
as
it's like sometimes like when Team USA plays the team Dominican Republic or Venezuela or whatever, sometimes their teammates on MLB teams playing each other.
Yeah, yeah. of
And it's
course.
like,
yeah.
fuck, Manny Machado's playing third, but Julio Rodriguez is playing center field for the team DR. Like, I don't know.
It's pretty badass. It's pretty badass to watch. Who was the one last Baseball World Classic they had? He played for the Dominican Republic. I swear to God, I'm going to know his name.
Javier Baez?
It was Baez who had that fucking slick ass.
The tag. And
the tag, and he fucking pointed towards the camera, didn't even look.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, shit was hard.
That's
crazy.
But
that
then
shit was badass.
one of my favorite moments from the World Baseball Classic is, what's his name? Aaron Jones, the center fielder for the Orioles. Something Jones.
It might be Aaron Jones.
I think it's Aaron Jones.
Football player?
He is a football player. There's another center
yeah,
fielder.
But, yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
The game, bottom of the ninth, tied with the Dominican Republic. Winner goes to the championship, and Manny Machado's up to bat with a guy on second. He hits an absolute fucking nuke to center field, and Aaron Jones jumps up and robs it from the
To win?
from the crowd. They then go on to win the game, but that was like it was top of the ninth.
Yeah.
He goes up and robs him of a home run.
That's crazy.
And it was just like one of the most electric like baseball stadiums I've ever seen. Because
Dude,
like
speaking
everyone
about
around the
electric,
world, they just
that
come
Harper
together.
home run, this last playoff run,
Oh yeah,
was that what round of the playoffs was that?
that was the
Wait, who'd they play?
NLCS.
I don't
too.
remember. Was it? I don't
Was
know.
it the
All I
NLCS
know
or
is
the
that
World
home
Series?
run was crazy, bro.
Which
That was the most
which one?
electric
Dude,
I've
that
seen.
motherfucker was batting almost
Dude, he was going ballistic,
500
bro.
during the
Yeah.
playoff
It was the
season,
one,
which was
the specific one.
unbelievable.
Like the specific
I
highlight
think it
where
was
you
in the
think,
World
oh
Series.
shit, like yeah, I think it was too, but
Because it was at home.
I don't know, dude. That home run was crazy, but
I know. World Baseball Classic.
I think
it's crazy.
we should wrap it up with Boise State basketball.
Yeah.
Give a little overview.
I'm gonna so for baseball, one more thing. I'm doing I'm doing a fantasy league again this year.
Oh yeah.
I did it last year. It was a $100 buy-in, and I made it all the way to the finals. And I played against fucking
All or
Elena's
nothing,
dad.
by the
Greg,
way.
fuck you, fuck you, because I was hot. I was like, fuck yeah, I can do this. The pot was $1,000. So if you won, you get $1,000. There's no like you don't win your money back. Second place, just winner take all.
Which
I'm
is
fine
shitty.
with. Oh no, I'm fine with that. I don't care.
like that.
It's like winner. If you're the winner, you win
Yeah.
everything. If you ain't first, you're last.
If
Ricky
you're the
Bobby
winner,
right
you win
there.
it.
Shake and bake, dog.
Exactly.
Shake and bake.
So yeah, I'm doing that again this year. I think Mon is playing now.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
super excited.
Yeah,
He's been
it's
talking
honestly
about it at work.
really fun. Fantasy baseball is underrated.
Mom's gonna be good at that too.
No, he is.
Yeah,
He's gonna have beginner because I feel like I had a bit of beginner's luck last year.
he's also really knowledgeable with baseball.
He's
though.
weirdly good at.
Yeah,
But
knowing
I'm
stuff and
hoping
shit.
he overthinks it and plays really bad.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, he did.
You
see
definitely could
both
do that in
sides, like,
fantasy.
Yeah, I could see him either
You could do that in fantasy for sure.
getting nailing it, or he's gonna overthink it. And
Yeah.
fuck up.
Fantasy baseball is so tough though, because you
It's
have to
so
be on
hard.
top of your shit
Every day.
every fucking
It's so
day,
hard.
dude.
It
It's
is.
a grind.
It's a grind.
We just the Padres just signed Manny Machado again for an extension.
Yeah.
We just got
You a Padres fan?
yeah, Padres. Dude, I like Padres because that's where I'm from. I like the Astros because I love fucking Texas. I went down there and it was badass. And then I like the Red Sox just because I grew up with a big old Red Sox fan. So I have three teams that
Yeah. You just follow.
You root
yeah,
for.
I
Yeah.
fucking root for all of them.
Yeah.
If they play each other, I'm like I win regardless. So I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
that's fair.
So we just signed Machado again. Tatis will be hopefully eligible to play. Well, he's going to be eligible to play. I think the back half of the season for sure because he had his little scandal
Story
thing
right?
going on. What?
What was it again?
Well, so it was
PEDs.
roids, but it was like like he was saying like he didn't do it intentionally because he was trying to recover faster to
right,
get back to
yeah.
the league and. Well, there was
Was
a
that kind
whole
of ticky tacky too?
yeah, it was ticky tacky. Like I'm not one to. I don't really know. Like maybe he genuinely didn't know, but I mean,
probably
come
knew
on,
that.
you got to be better than that. You know what I mean?
You
Like
know what's going in your
take
body.
the time. Like he's already a professional baseball. He's got his
Yeah.
spot clinched. Like why the fuck do you need to be recovering faster?
Yeah.
I get it. You want to get there and get to play in the show, but you're already locked in at the show. Why are you
that's
gonna
fair.
risk it? And now, like, no matter what, doesn't matter how good you do, you never get into the fame. You're fucking cinch yourself out. You're always
Yeah, I
gonna
feel
go
that.
down as like a cheat. Like it just hurts your career.
Yeah, that's
Soto needs to pull his fucking shit together
fair.
for us down there in San Diego because he was just shitting the bed
He's
hard,
Shit, yeah.
dog, like mad hard. At least we beat the Dodgers last year. If we beat the Dodgers again this
He
year,
was
I'm
on the
fucking
Braves when we went
stoked.
there, right?
No, he wasn't on the Braves. He's only been on Washington Nationals.
Oh, the Nationals.
And then
Who am I
he
thinking of?
did. I think he was just straight to us after the Nationals, if I remember correctly.
No, he didn't.
No, I think he was just
Who
Nationals.
was on the Braves?
He was considering the Dodgers, and he actually got booed his last game at Washington because they thought he was going to the Dodgers. They all fucking booed him.
That's sick.
And when he came to San Diego, and then they went back to Washington, they actually fucking got up and applauded him and shit, and like cheered for him.
That's
and were
hella
like,
funny.
Yeah, I
super
knew you were
stoked.
thinking Bryce
Who
Harper.
Who was
am I
the
thinking
other?
Bryce Harper.
No.
Acuna.
Acuna, that's who it was.
Yeah. He was
And
hurt.
who was the one that had a
Acuna's fire as
torn
fuck, dude.
Achilles
He's
or
nasty.
ACL when we were there too? Young boy,
Who do
was
we
it him?
have,
No, because one of them played, I thought.
Well,
Maybe it
there's
wasn't. I don't
Acuna. So
Ozzy Albanez.
no, he
No.
was hurt last year, but Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Oh,
no,
that's
not
who we
Freddie.
just
It was
got.
definitely Acuna who I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
We
of.
just got Xander
We were
Bogaerts
actually
too.
playing.
Yeah, we picked up Bogarts. And then we have fucking Darvish on the mound, who's nasty as shit.
Yeah, I had him on my
Musgrove.
fantasy team last
He's
year.
filthy.
He was my best. Well, yeah.
Surprisingly, we were playing.
Cronenworth's
Padres,
fucking
right?
awesome as
Yeah,
as fuck,
actually,
too.
Yeah, we were playing the Padres. We got to watch Tatis hit a homer right next to where we were sitting, and we had gotten up to go check out the stadium right beforehand. I was like,
Yeah.
Wait, which stadium
He
were
was
you
in
guys at?
We were at
Atlanta.
Oh no shit, dude, that
place
shit's.
was sick.
Truist
bro.
Park's beautiful.
Dude, it was so
I want to
cool.
go check out that stadium. I went
so
to.
humid though, bro. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Like the
That makes
back
sense,
sweat
dude,
and
down there in
asphalt
the
on
east
people
and
there
shit
was
like that.
crazy, bro. Like you'd walk and just get a hot dog and be like, "Damn, that guy just took a shower." Like I couldn't imagine looking at that dude's seat, like it's just drenched in sweat.
It was like that when
crazy.
I went to Texas too. Like
Yeah,
I
dude.
visited Houston. I was like,
And
I
it
thought it'd
wasn't
be
like-
pretty cool down here, but like, dude, I
by the
can
water,
barely
too, yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
walk anywhere, dog. Like this
Yeah.
is miserable.
And it wasn't even that hot either. I think it was like 91 when we went. It was like it was.
It was like 80 something.
Yeah,
It was
that's
still
But that,
hot,
hu-
yeah.
but that
But it was
humidity is what
humid
fuck
as
kills
fuck,
you as
dude. It
shit.
was humid. It wasn't like Boise or like Livermore weather where it's 100 degrees and completely
It's a
dry.
dry
It was
heat.
humid as hell.
Yeah, it was sticky.
This heat out here, well, I would say this heat out here in Boise is drier than it is in
Oh, yeah.
California because at least you have that coastal, like, I don't know how close you guys are to the coast, but at least like where I'm at, dude, I'm
ST
only
is
fucking
different
like
than
20
Livermore.
minutes away
Yeah.
from the coast. Like I
Yeah.
still kind of get that coastal breeze. It never gets too dry,
Yeah, that's fair.
like necessarily where
Yeah,
it's
here's
too fucking
definitely-
hot.
Yeah, this shit's a
That's fair.
goddamn desert.
Yeah.
But speaking of Boise State Basketball, big win last night.
Yes.
Some of the fellas were there. Met Will there at
Yes,
the
sir.
San Diego State game. Max Rice popped off, 26 points.
28.
28, sorry.
I remember you telling me that.
28
Yeah,
that's
points.
the only
That's
reason I
got to
knew
be a
that.
career high.
Actually 30. He has a career high of 30. Played,
Interesting.
I forget against who.
Well,
But
He's
anyways,
no longer mid-rice.
Wow.
yeah, no,
Well,
he.
not-
We
he's
got-
gotta do
we gotta win
something.
a tournament
He's
game.
gotta he's got to do something. in the
Speaking about the
tournament. he's
tournament,
an up and down player. Love
San
him.
Diego State, who did I just interrupt you, please? Sorry.
No.
Sorry. San Diego State, who was 18th when we played them, is 23-6. They are 14-1 at home. This doesn't make sense. And 8-2 away. That doesn't add up to 23-6, but we'll run with it. Boise State is 14-1 at home as well, and we are 5-5 away.
That's
So if
rough.
that gives you any
We definitely play better
insight
at
to
home.
how well
Yeah.
Extra Mile Arena helps us, then that definitely does. 'Cause
That's why we had that
5-5 away is bad.
that-
On
And
the
that
walk-
that kind of like worries me a little bit too for the tournament coming up in the Mountain West, and then the tournament if we do make it to the big
Zach
one.
and I were talking about the game last night, and we said, I don't think we win that game if it's not at home. And it was clear. We got blown out by San Diego State when you played them at their place. But stadium definitely had a factor last
Yeah.
night, and it was super fun. And, no, it was a good time.
What was
There were
crazy
some
though is every
competitive
time they
teams, man.
fucking every time we would score and we'd start getting like it was weird. At least from like the part that I was there at, every time that we would score and we'd get ready to go play defense again, and the whole stadium was getting hyped and everything, they'd shut it down real quick.
Yeah,
It was always when we were quiet. Like surprisingly, when the stands and like the stadium was quiet, we played the best.
yeah.
Which was polar opposite
was
of what
weird.
you would really anticipate in like that kind of setting.
yeah.
But that's probably why we had the 2-point advantage going into
Yep.
the game was because we were home
Yeah, 100%.
and
Which is
Definitely
crazy.
not
We
an
covered
easy
that.
place to play if you're.
Well, dude, yeah, it's
no,
amazing. We first off, it's amazing we covered it, let alone beat what they were ranked 18th in the nation. We don't
Yeah.
even have a ranking, huh?
No. Which
Yeah.
is crazy.
So-
The Mountain West is pretty competitive, which is kind of crazy to me. New Mexico is 21-9. They are
I don't think the Mountain West is that competitive though.
6th
You know
in
what I
Mountain
mean?
West.
In basketball, they're there.
San Jose
You think
State is
really?
18-12. Nevada's 22-8. Utah State is 23-7. Boise State is second at 23-7, and San Diego State is first. But we need San Diego State to lose their next game, and we have to beat Utah State.
I was gonna say,
correct?
is they only first because we beat them last night? So
They just have a better overall record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Boise
Yeah,
State's
you gotta give
5-5
it- you
at
gotta
home
give it
though,
to
or
Max
excuse me,
Rice,
at
though.
away.
Do we have a chance? So we have to win the Mountain West again to make it to the March Madness,
Not
don't we?
necessarily.
No?
I think we're locked
We need
in.
to go
honestly.
deep in the Mountain West tournament,
Yeah.
though. We need at least semifinals.
Semis, yeah.
Minimum.
Who do you
Boise
think's
State
gonna Who do you
5-5
think's gonna be the
away,
ones
that
in
was
the
crazy.
semi? Well, obviously San Diego State. I
San
would
Diego
say
State,
maybe
Boise
Colorado State.
They're not as
You
good
don't
this
think
year.
not this year?
Utah
Mexico,
State is who you're
Utah
thinking.
State and New Mexico.
and Nevada. Those are my 4 picks.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for stopping by. Will, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate
I
it,
fucked up
guys.
that intro in the
for being
beginning,
on here,
but
buddy.
Will Walden, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
If
thank
you
you
want
guys
to
for
come
having
on
me.
again for like baseball and stuff like that, we'll definitely.
Oh,
have
say
Yeah, no,
less,
we can
dog.
definitely
Yeah,
chat
dude.
baseball.
Like, yeah, if we want to do the baseball World Classic, dude, I'll definitely be
No,
down
yeah,
to come.
Will will
kick
definitely
it
be
and
on
watch that
again,
shit,
but-
bro.
It's definitely awesome having you on here, man. It was good.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, of course.
Like and subscribe, share to your friends,
Mhm.
family. Let's get
Pro
this
show.
shit lit.
And
This
for
was-
you Spotify listeners, if you're listening this long, thank you for listening. Make sure you're following us so you can get all the updates and stuff like that. Helps us out. See that we can actually reach you guys. Same with Apple. But yeah, YouTube. This is the YouTube channel. We're actually live on our YouTube channel. So if you're still watching, which I don't know if you are, but subscribe to this one. This is where we are. This is our permanent home.
Subscribe.
And yeah,
subscribe,
the video trim
Share,
video will be
share,
up
share.
tomorrow. So if you stumble across this one, yeah, I think Cody's video is actually live. If you want to watch it full time,
Live.
Cody's downtown video. I scheduled it for like 11 p.m. tonight, so
Nice.
it's out right now. But yeah, take us away.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. It's been real, and we will catch you next Wednesday.